Sport is so often about opportunity, and a huge one presents itself for Wales and New Zealand as Rugby World Cup 2021 reaches the knockout phase. It's quarterfinals time. A place in the final four awaits. Welcome to Tai Tokerau and the Northland Event Centre for the second of our quarterfinals, featuring the top seeds New Zealand and the number 8 seeds Wales. It is dry, a little bit windy, it's been overcast throughout the day, but great conditions now. I'm Ricky Swanell, Nat Ioannidis is sideline, and it's a warm welcome into Carlton Ana.
Oh, kia ora koutou iti, we welcome him wherever you are watching around the globe. You can just feel it is the evening air. Playoff time, let's go get it.
And once again, a big old crowd is packed into Northland. This is where we are. We have got our first semi-finalists. France beating Italy to advance. They will play the winners of this match, New Zealand and Wales. England, Australia tomorrow, Canada and USA as well in our quarter-final lineups. Well, it's been a very big few weeks for these teams to get to this point in the tournament. They've been so well supported throughout the country, wherever they've been. Little fans, old fans, in all sorts of colours. But for New Zealand, well, their road to the quarter-final has been a dominant one.
Well, Rugby World Cup 2021 kicked off at the home of New Zealand Rugby, Eden Park, with a sold-out crowd watching on. Australia's Wallaroos fronted against a nervous but ultimately too classy Black Ferns outfit. And on to Wales for game 2, and New Zealand was on point as they ran the ball from all corners, and they recorded a big win v Wales. And then it was into the heart of the Northern Tribes, Whangarei, where a huge crowd greeted the home team's final pool clash v Scotland, and it was a dominant display, and the Black Ferns would ensure they would march into finals rugby with confidence.
Of course, the defending champions, the host nation, they've looked good so far. 125 points, 26 tries they scored in pool play, and they are a team that has reached the semi-finals of a World Cup 6 out of 7 times. Another huge occasion for the team. They've been based up north in the north for a couple of weeks now and enjoyed everything that has come their way. A huge amount of support for this team, and they have certainly made note of how they have felt that from around the country. But it's a different kettle of fish now, knockout rugby against a team who, of course, they did beat a couple of weeks ago in pool play, but will expect so much more from the Welsh today in a quarter-final as well. So they'll be well aware of the problems Wales caused in pool play. Let's hear from the New Zealand coach, Wayne Smith.
Wayne, in the week there's been a real focus on the scheduling clash with the All Blacks. How important has it been for you to keep your focus?
I get goosebumps this time of year, coming into the playoffs of World Cups. The scheduling stuff's had no impact on us at all.
When you faced Wales earlier in the pool stages, they really tested your set piece. Should we expect something different from you today?
Yeah, they tested us physically right across the board, not just the set piece. They were really good, they're really tough. So we've got to go and improve ourselves today.
It's the last time the Black Ferns are going to be in Whangarei. Is it important for you to put on a show?
Well, it's always important for us to play attacking rugby, and you can't control the other team, of course. But we want to keep playing the way we're playing, the way we've trained for 4 or 5 months, and learn from what we're doing out there and then do what we've learned.
Go well out there.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Well, he's a man who has lived and breathed rugby for decades, and they play a team in Wales today who've had a tough go to get to the quarters.
Well, it's everything you'd expect from a clash between two massive rivals. Scotland and Wales produced a classic, and in the end it was Ciara Bevan with a match winner. And after that, it was off down State Highway 1 to Waitakere, Auckland, where New Zealand awaited, and it was a rampant Black Ferns that dominated 10 tries to 2 in a 56-12 defeat. Australia are up next, and it was a tough, uncompromising affair in this last pool clash. And the Wallaroos would take the win 13-7, but with Shawnette Harris's try, they got Wales the bonus point and pushed them into finals football.
Wales certainly a team that has shown their grit when they've needed it, had to dig and fight and scrap their way throughout with just the one win in pool play, but doing enough to get through as the 8th seed. And another crack at New Zealand. They've never beaten New Zealand in 5 attempts. All the times these teams have met have all been at previous World Cups. But they have called this a great day to make history. Why not break that drought in a World Cup quarter-final when you're in your opponent's home territory? Wales, who have had this wonderful travelling army of supporters throughout the last few weeks, will want to show them their best side. They perhaps haven't shown us all their best yet, but they do have a lot of capability and a strong, tough forward pack. Their coach is Johan Cunningham.
Johan, is a repeated Rugby World Cup match easier or harder to prepare for as a team?
Well, I think you definitely draw on the first game from the positives that we took out of that and use it as a confidence for sure. But also it's an opportunity to better the things that didn't quite go right, especially with a 2-week turnaround. So, we're looking forward to it.
What should we expect to see better then?
Well, we need to finish our opportunities. I'm sure we'll create some today. Maintain our set piece sort of standard, which can give us field territory really. But we've got to shore up our defence. Black Ferns really tested us there last time, so we've got to be better there.
Go well out there.
Thank you.
Yes, well aware they missed 49 tackles against New Zealand when the teams met in pool play. 56-12, New Zealand won that match. Look at the fans getting in. There's a whole lot of Woodmans, that wee girl is part of them too, giving it a fist pump as well. Here to support this New Zealand side, where Georgian Ponsonby retains her place at hooker, packing down with Amy Rule and Pip Love. Chelsea Bremner and the very talented Maya Kawana-Kolani Roos are the locks for New Zealand, while Alana Bremner is a real workhorse at 6. She teams up alongside New Zealand's current Player of the Year, Sarah Hirini, and Liana Mikieli-Tu'u.
Yeah, and to the Baxter game drivers, very classy 19 combination with Kenta Cockcheds and the Skabaruahe Demand. The centre pairing sees Teresa Fitzpatrick and Stacey Flula combined. And then look out for this back three, because this is off the hook. Aisha Leti Lainga gets her first start, along with the superstar Portia Woodman and the fan favourite Ruby Tui.
A huge moment for co-captain Kennedy Simon, makes her first Rugby World Cup appearance after injury. A massive boost for the New Zealand team coming into this match. As the Dragon flies, so too will they hope that this team does. Cara Hope remains the front row anchor, while Karis Phillips and Donna Rose return from injury and suspension, respectively. Natalia John has been a rock in the middle for Wales. She's alongside Gwen Crabb, while the defensive tyros Bethan Lewis and Alex Callender team up in the loose with the formidable Shawnette Harris.
And that's the first Rugby World Cup 2021 start for the match winner, Kira Bevan, and she combines with Eleanor Snowsill in the playmaking role. The skipper, Hannah Jones, takes the 12 jersey in the midfield, along with Karis Williams, who is very, very strong defensively. And then out wide, look out, it's Lisa Neumann in the 11 jersey, Lowry Norkett, her first Rugby World Cup start in 2021, and the experience and class of Jasmine Joyce in 15.
Kelsey Jones at hooker, Fionn Lewis, they've had plenty of game time. Watch too for Thalenki George. She's a tough, strong utility back to come on to the field for Wales.
Choose a side? Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Heads, tails. I'll flip it, you call it. Okay. Tails. And it's heads. What would you like?
To play this way.
Left to right? Yeah. Okay, so you're going to kick right to left.
Okay.
Perfect. Go on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Left, right. Thank you.
a Rugby World Cup quarter-final. Wales and New Zealand, two traditional powerhouses of the game. And these teams will walk out to face a sea of people on the bank at the Northland Event Centre. They have come in their droves once more to support these women, Wales and New Zealand.
Please welcome to the field, New Zealand and Wales! Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please be upstanding and join us in the singing of the national anthems of New Zealand and Wales.
Mein Hedvland Vern had I, land of my fathers. And God defend New Zealand, the passion, the emotion, You might have done it once, you might have done it 60, 70 times for your country, but you can feel it coursing around the stadium. These two proud nations get ready to challenge each other. They know a challenge in the north, and Wales fronting up as well. Wales, New Zealand moments away. Well, let's get down to the sidelines, soaking up all the atmosphere, the intensity, and of course the conditions. Nat Ioannidis.
Ricky, the crowd absolutely loved that stirring haka, as you can imagine. They've really embraced having the Black Ferns in Whangarei over the last couple of weeks. Conditions down here really good for rugby. There has been a significant breeze going from right to left for most of the day. That's died down a little bit at the moment, so it's still something to contend with. Complete opposite to what players have grown accustomed to here in Whangarei, where it's been going from left to right. So something to get used to. Other than that, absolutely perfect.
Carlton, you can feel there's a different energy, isn't there? Now they're at knockout rugby.
Well, I tell you what, this crowd really appreciated, the haka from the Black Ferns for sure, but the response to the challenge from Wales, you're right, Ricky, it has just gone up the next level.
France are through. And put Italy away handily, 39-3 earlier in the day. Who will they play? Will it be Wales to cause an almighty upset? Will New Zealand carry on as they attempt to defend their title? Amy Barrett, Theron from South Africa, is our referee, Aurélie Grosillot, and Julie Anzelsman, her assistants, Chris Asmus from Canada as well. The TMO, the officials in charge, vastly experienced. 29th test for Amy Barrett Theron. Rugby World Cup quarter-final. It is New Zealand against Wales from the Northland Event Centre, looking for a place in the semi-finals. Off the boot of Eleanor Snowsill, we are underway, and it's through the hands early of New Zealand, but tidied up by the impressive 20-year-old Liana Mikaele Tu'u. So New Zealand will get to play first. We're so interested to see this physical challenge that Wales brought to them in group play, if they can repeat the dose. Another early carry from Mikaele Tu'u. Wales shooting up in defence, and Demant loves a bit of footwork. Held on to, oh no, she did lose it. I wondered if she tried to force that. So early mistake from New Zealand.
Yeah, not the best of starts for New Zealand right from the kickoff, wasn't it? Miscommunication. Let the ball bounce, but early doors, New Zealand trying to dominate in the middle of the park with their run-off runners, but defensively, Wales standing strong. And the coach, well, won't be totally satisfied with that start. Great attacking opportunity in midfield here for Wales straight off the bat. So 4 to the left, 2 to the right. And they've been very good in this aspect, this Wales team. Scrum time, they've laid a good platform. Massive opportunity for them to attack here.
Ciara Bevan to feed the scrum, her first start in the tournament. She won the first match for them.
Fine.
And gets to come in. On the big stage, vastly experienced though. 48th cap for Ciara Bevan, and that front row is there. Just a wee stumble, but New Zealand like what they've seen early.
Oh yeah, look at that power from the Black Ferns early on, just making a marker. Georgia Ponsonby getting up last. Joe straight through. Philippa Love and Amy Rule doing some fantastic working already. Well, it's just one of their props down. Oh, hopefully it's not too bad with that left leg. Just got bowed back a little bit.
It's Karis Phillips, the hooker. She only returned last week with it after injury as well. This would be a big loss for them. So experienced with her 63 caps.
Kelsey Jones is just warming up on the sideline as well, so we could see a change here.
Coach Yohan Cunningham won't be wanting a starting hooker to come off. There she is. Kelsey Jones just saying, yeah, get up, you're good. It's the tough lady, Karis Phillips. She's back into it. It'll be interesting too with that hook leg. Now whether she can keep the technique here, Karis Phillips. You know, the power again is going to come on from the Black Ferns. Scrum time, they sniff an opportunity after that first scrum.
Ciara Bevan just having a peer around, having a look. A quick chat to
Crouch.
her playmaker, Snowsill.
Bind. Set. Get it in.
Can't get it in. New Zealand want it. Still not going to go. Front rows have gone down.
The ultra experienced Kendra Coxedge just saying to the referee, it was stable, we've got to get that in. So Ciara Bevan here just has to be careful.
You don't have space? Do you not have space?
Well, New Zealand know they got towed up in this area. Last time they conceded 5 scrum penalties when they played Wales, so it's almost like a little bit of an arm wrestle early to get some ascendancy.
Crouch.
Let's go, Cara.
Bind.
Please. Let's fucking go.
Set.
1, 2, 3.
And it goes this time from Bevan. Front rows have gone down again, but they'll play away to the left with Snowsill. Jones, and here's a first touch for Karis Williams-Morris. This is promising for Wales. Norkett goes to ground just shy of the 22. Really good little incision here from Wales off the scrum. Snowsill, and a nice little tip on from the front row as it's Rose who carries forward. New Zealand trying to dig in. Oh, stolen was it? No.
Tackle first had an effect on the arriving players. Your steal was good, number 6.
A good starter play from scrum time from the Welsh, using those quick hands to great effect. They created the overlap. They manipulated it well, so they're going to get the first opportunity for points, and this is the way they want to play. Here it is, Teresa Fitzpatrick had to drift across. There was a nice inside ball from Karis Williams, and from there the quick ball, good setup, good cleaning, and they're just getting that little tip on already out into that B channel where Teresa Fitzpatrick will be defending, and there's the penalty. Great start, Wales.
Eleanor Snowsill, her 4th Rugby World Cup. Thought about giving it away not that long ago. And here she is in a quarter-final. Snowsill, just away.
With all the experience, easy opportunities that they need to take.
Well, New Zealand will tap, and you know they're going to run. Tui and Flula already into it, gets the offload, but it's gone forward from Flula. She tried to get Letzi into the action early.
Well, nervous start from both teams, isn't it? Eleanor Snowsill normally banks that kick 9 times out of 10. Missed it, New Zealand, as they have been, speeding up the tempo.
No, we need to set up better. Open up,
Just a
please.
missed opportunity. Flula, they created the overlap. Here we go, first line out.
Bethan Lewis is in the target. They go down the back this time, and it's nice ball from Crabb for Wales as they switch the point of attack, and Newman runs headlong into Letzi, but Wales recycle well. Rose. Oh, just come out loose, and Ponsonby awake to it. Good work from the New Zealand hooker as Coxedge just rolls a little kick over the top. We have to go back and chase here. Newman as Letzi bears down on her, can't hold on. Nice little bit of footwork from Lisa Newman. But Wales have lost ground. Bevan is rallying the forwards, and this is the woman who will carry for them all day, every day. Oh, it's again spilled clear though on the ruck, and New Zealand quickest to it. Bremner clears, Alana that is, for Demand. He's got caught a little in 2 minds, Fitzpatrick. And that's untidy from New Zealand, so neither team really looking after the ball on the floor at the moment.
Yeah, both messy when they take it into contact. A number of turnovers, 2 for Wales, 1 for New Zealand. But I like the set piece inventiveness from this Welsh team. They went to the midfield from their line out, bounced back to Blythe. New Zealand over-chased defensively and got caught out. So the game plan at the moment is keeping New Zealand off balance, this Welsh team. Both sides in contact just need to respect the pill just a little bit more.
The word coming out of the Wales camp has been that they know that this is going to be tough. They know that they're the underdogs, but they've got nothing to lose, everything to gain. And the message has just been hold on to possession, relish the opportunity, and make sure you play for your younger selves, the little girl who fell in love with rugby all those years ago.
Did right. Nice words, aren't they?
Crouch.
This is a good, real first attacking opportunity in Welsh territory for New Zealand, though. Wales were disappointed in their defence when these teams met in pool play. Coxedge. Little inside ball for Letzi, who's come off her wing. Tried to get active and involved early. Coxedge just swamped by Natalia John. Chelsea Bremner just cribs a couple of extra metres, and now her sister will go again, Alana, the younger of the two. And now New Zealand spread. Flula will try to force the ball to Woodman. Woodman doesn't need a lot of room, tries to get around one, almost lands in the New Zealand hand, but there's a foot and touch on the way through.
Touch.
They're not really flowing at the moment for the New Zealand attack. They know where they want to get to, but Wales doing a good job defensively for jamming into making these awkward passes across the top. 2 players on Portia Woodman, they know how dangerous she is.
Karis Williams in midfield coming in today. In the 13 jersey, she's a big, tough, strong body in the middle. She's made her presence known early. Knocked in by Bremner, but just goes forward on the way through. Chelsea Bremner.
They're really upsetting the Welsh. You can see there are a lot of hands on hips already for the Welsh team, the line out there. Bremner getting up, doing some fantastic work, just getting in front of Gwen Crabb.
Let's go to.
There's been a lot of pressure on the New Zealand forwards going into this game. They know that they were probably outdone by the Welsh the last time they played a couple of weeks ago. The forwards, they've been out doing the hard yards at training, and they're really looking forward to an opportunity to redeem themselves.
You've heard all about the extras that they've been doing. And I'll tell you what, scrum time, they really fronted up line-up, which has seen a turnover. This side will be interesting to be Philippa Love against Donna Rose. That's where the pressure come on the last time.
Again, this scrum cribs sideways. Whistle was in the mouth and the penalty comes.
Line on the angle. You must go forward first.
Yeah, you could see it straight away. Once the ball went in, Philippa Love to go forward, but just angled in. You've got to stay straight. This is one area too, Ricky, 2 penalties to New Zealand already. It's something that's been a concern and a consistent thing that Wayne Smith has been talking about to his side. These opportunities in games, you can't afford the good teams out like this. So here's the hit on this near side. That's okay, but see it just spin right there, and then she balls in.
Again, Bremner disrupts, and it does land for New Zealand. Coxedge smothered though, but New Zealand pinches second line out off Wales, and Amy Rule will carry back up over halfway.
No hands, Fred.
Clear out comes from Alex Callender. Hirini.
Be careful.
Demanta now. Fitzpatrick and Flula combined. There's some numbers in space wide here for, again, Letsie Inga. Doesn't need a lot of room. Aisha Letsie Inga. Wales bring her down. There's a lost ball in the process and a big old clear out on the side. Tui stayed down. There's no fullback at home for New Zealand, so Flula tidies up, gets rid of Joyce and finds her great mate Fitzpatrick on the outside. Demand looks for some clear territory. Don't see a lot of kicking from New Zealand, but spied the open grass and gets Woodman to chase.
Oh, and it might be a bit of a situation here. I think it's in front of you, Nat, with Ruby too. She's down for a while. I think some play's going to be called back here.
Yeah, it was a big tackle from Hannah Jones on Ruby Tui. Looks like she's okay at the moment, perhaps just a little bit winded, but looks like they're probably going to have a look at it.
We've got to tackle without the ball. From us.
Yes.
She certainly reeled
Tackle
away,
without
didn't
the ball
she?
by
And
you,
there
number 12. Tackle without the ball by you. So we're going to have a penalty for Black on the 10.
Well, they spotted it in real time, so the penalty goes against Jones.
Well, the thing is too, sometimes you've got to take those penalties, just delay the mark. It's going to be a physical one. We're going to put some shots on you, so next time you come through that line, you better be wary. So as a coach, for me, I wouldn't mind that so much. I'm not sure about Johan Cunningham. Here's the ruck, and Tui just blown through that ruck. Yeah, just the lift. Nothing too bad. Play on, finals football. Toughen up.
Yeah, ask them. I'll wait.
So New Zealand have worked well off the Welsh liner. They've pinched a couple.
Thank you.
There's a throw now for Georgia Ponsonby.
Thank you, that's fine. 10.
And it's Chelsea Bremner in the middle. Nice quick ball off the top. Oh, Coxedge, a dart, saw a big old gap through the dummy, and away she went. New Zealand on the front foot here. And the forwards will rumble up. Amy Rule no way through. Callender and Lewis, very few have found a way through there. Cheeky little ball from Coxedge, and look at Letsie Inga pump the legs. Just 4 metres short now, New Zealand. Forwards, the tight forwards, with a little bit of interplay. Coxedge, it's nice and quick for New Zealand. Oh, Fitzpatrick, gee, that is clever. What a ball! And Woodman with the finish.
Well, Portia Woodman just continues to score tries, but put it down to the low numbers. Get in amongst there. Kendra Coxedge doing some good work here. Saw it open up, popped the ball up. That is a nice pass to Bremner. And from there, the Black Ferns just muscle up, roll their sleeves up, go right through the middle of the ruck. This is some great awareness from Teresa Fitzpatrick, drawn past to Ruby Tui. Beautiful skills. Look at that reload on that pass. That is vision, that is skill from Teresa Fitzpatrick to create that opportunity. Great assist.
Teresa Fitzpatrick, so increasingly influential on any New Zealand team, any team she plays on, and creates one there for Portia Woodman to score, which takes her another one on the World Cup record. 19 Rugby World Cup tries now.
Yeah, only second behind the great legend, Susan Day from England. World Cup rugby history tries, Portia Woodman. Demand
from wide, doesn't strike that all that well, but it makes its way over. looked a little ugly off the boot initially, but it doesn't matter how it gets there. And there it is, equals Sue Day is the all-time leading Rugby World Cup try scorer, 19 for Portia Woodman.
Just one of 2 players in the 23 to hail from Northland. All the family are here. As you can see, the crowd is absolutely fantastic. It's buzzing.
New Zealand strike first, 7 points to 0, but that's a really good tap down from Norkett on the wing. Good effort from the winger.
No hands, no hands.
Nice ball for Wales to work with as the impressive Calendar carries forward and couldn't release. Sarah Hiddeny concedes the penalty. Disbelievingly.
Yeah, it was correct though, technically. She took the hit down. Bit of chat too going on between the two sides, but there was no clear release. You have to show it.
What would you like?
Gee, Alex Calendar is so impressive for Wales.
Captain, I need a decision.
Weighing it up here, the Brains Trust.
Please. Okay.
And they're going to go posts.
Yeah, well, they missed the kick last time, didn't they? So it looks like it's going to be the game winner, Kira Bevan, in their first one. So here's Hiddeny, takes the shot. She has to show a clear release right there. She didn't, straight for the ball. Unlucky. Talk about tough, man. She is tough as they come. Sarah Hiddeny, man, she's had a big year. Rugby World Cup, 7s, Commonwealth Games, and now she's had a home Rugby World Cup.
Big kick coming up here for Kira Bevan. If she had been kicking earlier in the day, you'd say she'd probably struggle for distance, but that breeze has really died down.
Yeah, it was absolutely blowing earlier on. Kira Bevan 1 from 2 in the tournament, but that one vitally important. Got them the win over Scotland in game 1. Bevan strikes that well. And it's over as well, so Wales on the board. Important strike from Kira Bevan in the opening 15 minutes. And Wales hit back with the penalty. It's New Zealand 7 points to 3.
Yeah, didn't they need that for the confidence? But it come from the restart. That's twice to put pressure on and made it niggly for New Zealand. New Zealand need to really address that.
Coxedge gets us back underway, and that's just allowed to bounce. And so it'll be Norkett, who's done some good work off the restart and some promising little darts down that side at the moment. Phillips, who's recovered from that early knock, Paris Phillips. And they'll work a little short side here, Natalia John.
Take him back.
Bevan back for Snowsill, and Wales happy to have a crack and put it through their hands. Here's Karis Williams, and then wide early for Newman, trying to get around the outside of Lexi Engler. Just stayed in, but did very well to do so. Did Lisa Newman. Crabb carries up over the Wales 22. They're going to do this, some tough stuff here, the Welsh at the moment. And now Bevan looks to exit them out of a bit of trouble, rolling the kick down towards Tui, just on New Zealand side of halfway. The crowd are going to want them to run, and that's what Demand obliges with. Spins out of one tackle and takes New Zealand over halfway, and now Coxedge returns the favour with a chip kick over the top for Joyce, who's got great feet. Spider hooker in front of her, but Ponsonby was up to the challenge. Crabb, good hit came on from Mikaeli Tu'u, and that's just put Snowsill under pressure here.
Okay, that's good. Yep. Yes.
Bevan wants her forwards just to give her a little bit more protection. And that one's just come off the side, and that's the New Zealanders you'll hear applauding. They had Wales pinned down.
Yeah, just try and change their game plan, haven't they? Try to keep the ball in hand. They created the opportunity initially. They missed pass and allowed the defence of New Zealand to come up and shut their whole raid down. But a definite shift in mindset attack-wise for this Welsh team coming into this one.
Bruce this time it is, and they go quickly once more. New Zealand forward, Demand, and Hiddeny will charge up over the 22, asking questions of the Welsh defence again.
Play on.
Coxedge. And Chelsea Bremner is already putting in some good metres. Bremner again somehow spat out of there and then picked up goes once more as she wanted to get Calendar out of the way.
Play on, ball is out.
Ball still there for New Zealand. It's a little bit stagnant at times, but now they'll get them going. Oh, crossfield kick comes from Dement. It's gone probably a little bit backwards, but it lands nicely for Woodman. Offload for Tui. Tui pins it, ears back. Tui in the corner. Tui to try.
Well, the ineffectiveness of Wales to able to exit properly gave the Black Ferns the opportunity. The kick pass, which is something that's really been a skill shown by Ruahei Dement. Look at her there. Even though it goes a little bit higher than she wants to, Portia Woodman just so aware. Look at that. 2 defenders has to go on, and Ruby Tui looping around, creating the extra numbers. Try time, Black Ferns.
Just going to commit numbers every time, doesn't she, Woodman? That skill and reputation plays a part. And the dish off for Tui to finish. Kick this from a similar position, their first conversion to Ruahei Dement. This one just goes across the face this time, but New Zealand have taken an early lead here, 12 points to 3 after 20 minutes in Northland.
Yeah, Ruby Tui's only his second start in the 15s jersey. She's been patrolling the wing for the majority of this season, but she's become an integral part of this New Zealand outfit this year.
The DJ took advantage of that one, playing Ruby by the Killers as well.
I thought it was on your Bluetooth, Nat.
Banger. Kickoff's taken down by Hirini. Wales will try and keep New Zealand down here. That looked a fine margin for Love, excuse me, as they play on. Again, just Harris, Calendar, Lewis, the loose trio of Wales making tackle after tackle. They are such hard workers. I'd love some ball in hand instead. As it breaks down for New Zealand. Oh, it's gone backwards though.
Lost it now, thank you, Red.
Oh, the tough stuff in there from John.
Be careful.
Hirini.
Oh,
little fumble play on. Again, the call on the floor. It has been messy in and around that area as Coxie scampers away up to halfway, and away she goes once more. I'll need a halfback. Dement will oblige.
No influence.
Rule steps through one tackle, and they concede a penalty in New Zealand.
Number 7, I've spoken to your captain. You need to square up. Side entry.
What Wales are doing, they're really challenging at ruck time.
There's no clear movement.
The referee's allowing them to come from all angles. New Zealand are sending limited numbers in there, so they're getting a bit of purchase here. If they're not turning the ball over, they're at least slowing it down in that department. Wales, so New Zealand attacks not being able to get their flow on. It's good work there from the Welsh at the moment. New Zealand going to have to start sending more numbers in there to get secure that ball. She's had an influence, the number 9 in this game, that's for sure. Kendra Coxedge. In the finals football, that's what you need from your leaders, someone like that to step up and get that go forward. Here's the niggly part at ruck.
Yes.
Got in there, she was fantastic there, Alex Calendar.
Kendra Coxie, she said it in the week. She's playing every match from now on, could be her last, retiring at the end of this tournament.
Number 2.
Wales have got to get this right. This is a great chance for them. 25 metres out from the New Zealand line, down the back. Oh, what a stretch from the impressive Calendar, and away they come for Jones. Anna Jones tries to bust up through the middle. Norkett coming in off her wing to help out, and away they go. Karis Phillips now up over the 22. Good carry from Bethan Lewis this time. And now John loves the hard work, Natalia John. Oh, just breaks down for Wales. Bounce it away as they tried to tip it on. That promising phase play amounts to nothing.
It would have been fair. Just play that first
they
one.
had the way on too. You can see the shake of the head from Alex Callender. And these are the little moments that's been hurting the Welsh team when they get in the position, especially against the Black Ferns. In the first game, they had 3 or 4 early opportunities that they couldn't take over, take full toll of, and again, it's starting to prove the same. The thing is, New Zealand has shown this department are not prepared to kick, so what's happened? Ruahei Demant is the second 5 position, but he's up nice and flat. They like to use their wingers as a starter play. Portia Woodman has come through wing and just on the inside of Demant.
Put it in, 9.
Kira Bevan, you hear to watching Portia, yes.
Number 9. They've had 1, you've had 1. No more. Put it in. Thanks.
Well, the thing is, yes, she has Portia Woodman on their inside, there's Ruahei Demant, but she has the explosive Aisha Leti Leinga on the outside as well, so that's 2 massive options to exit. Portia Woodman directly behind the scrum. Ruahei Demant just going to her halfback now and just talking the options through now. So they could use her as a decoy, keep them close, and that allows a one-on-one on the outside. But look at that, Portia Woodman, 6 tries, man, lethal.
Manito Tosi will be playing for Canada tomorrow. They take on the USA in the quarter-final.
There's also an option for Portia Woodman to
Bye.
go to the right-hand side behind the scrum and make an 8-9 it as well.
Red too early.
I'll get a free kick, so away goes Coxedge for Demant, who throws a ball in front of Flula. Doesn't cut back in field, does Flula. Rouge just caught behind the advantage line. Again, good defence from Wales, but Coxedge is getting better ball to work with as Chelsea Bremner carries forward once more. Coxedge, it's nice and quick. Hinnany around the corner for Demant, and now running a big hole is Fitzpatrick. Woodman's on her right. She's got Tui as well. Fitzpatrick just grits her teeth and goes herself up over the 22. Massive bust from Fitzpatrick. And now New Zealand will shovel it on. Demant again in the thick of everything. Mikaeli Tu'u. Wales desperately trying to dig in the end. They'll give away the penalty in doing it off their feet. Harris apologises and they play on. Demant it is for the line, just a couple of metres short. New Zealand is screaming for it left and right. It goes for Tui. Hinnany bumps into Norgett. Hinnany stretch and a try given. Now Sarah Hinnany on the end of a heck of a bust from New Zealand, and then use a bit of power to finish it.
Well, this is why Wayne Smith has gone with his back line. See the back ball, there's a pass from the skipper. Teresa Fitzpatrick, she had options inside and out, probably should have gone the outside, but once she made the decision to hold, it was a good one, because what it was quick, clean ball. Hinnany, look at it there so quickly, and the repeated efforts to get off the deck, and this is all about the one-on-one, 2-on-1, 3-on-1, doesn't matter. This will be a beautiful angle of the determination from Sarah Hinnany. Look at that power on the hit. The second one comes over. That's determination personified.
The crowd is absolutely loving this little 15-minute period from the Black Ferns. They've been overwhelmed by the support coming in on the bus, seeing so many fans on the hill. That's exactly what they would have seen today. But they say that the best part is the kids running up on the fence, calling out the names of players, asking for autographs. It gives them goosebumps.
Ruahei Demant. Not the regular first choice goal kicker, is she? Taking the big wide ones. Coxedge there. Renee Holmes is on the bench for New Zealand. She'd want those numbers to go up a little better though. Strikes that one well though, does the Ruahei Demant, and that will see them ticking up and New Zealand score as well. They've wrestled control in the opening 30 minutes here. New Zealand leading Wales 19-3 in the Rugby World Cup quarter-final.
Well, Wales here, the possession stakes, they really need something. At the moment, they're only living on scraps, 40%, or tick under. Need some pilt.
Newman's the one who's going to try and chase this up in the air, but it's well taken down by Roos for New Zealand. Just having to defend and defend, aren't they, Wales? And
You on top of the ruck.
not able to get some of those key players involved. Let's slow up New Zealand's ball nice in the air as Sinead Harris wraps up Bremner in a hearty tackle. Coxedge trying to clear out bodies and demanding something from the ref and still not getting anywhere. So you might as well carry on because it's always going to be a mess around there at the moment. Love tits on for Fitzpatrick and then with quick hands again, more spaces. The Welsh came jamming in. Woodman flying down the outside. Tui with the dummy. Oh, Ida needed to give it to her winger, but still they go on as she stopped on the 22. Coxedge for Chelsea Bremner. Working back around the blind side, arms free from Fitzpatrick to Hirini. Wales have got it over there though. They're going to have to get out. This New Zealand will be allowed to clear. Again, more pressure just coming on this Welsh defence as New Zealand threaten once more. Alana Bremner sneaks a couple more. Ponsonby on the line and
Midfield offside.
playing under advantage now, New Zealand too. Scrappy at the back once more. Demantle carry hard and offload again. The hands are there eventually for Love. And the pickle come from Ponsonby and now Roos. Wales just absolutely making a nuisance of themselves in and around there though and slowing up that ball. Trying to get a flow on.
That's fine. No advantage, offside.
Yeah, well, the rucks have been a mess the whole time, and to be fair, Wales are testing them. They have to tread that line.
Okay.
What I've seen for them, they like to lay on the back of the ruck, and the referee's allowing them to do it, so it's slowing up the pill.
Scrum chosen.
You can see the frustration from Kendra Coxedge nearly
Captain
every
10.
single ruck time.
The ball is clearly available.
Here's the break from Ruby too. Look at again that way, the ability, they're able to use their quick hands. The decoys, he sees them drift off. So this is probably the only option for Tui. And get their good, quick, clean ball.
Fine. The ball's clearly
Great
available.
attack and counter-attack from this New Zealand Black Ferns team. And all hate the man, it's just saying to the referee, they're putting their hands on the ball. If they can do that, we can do the same, just highlighting that situations to the referee. Look at that, one straight line, and what that does, it forces the decision making or defence to make a decision early. There's so many threats from this Black Ferns team, both left and right.
Fine. Six. No, we've got two issues on both sides. One, you turning in. Two, you need to set higher.
It's going to be two to the right-hand side with Tui and Fitzpatrick. It is all set up. And there's Portia Woodman and three to the left. Because they're set up, it's probably going to go right.
Fine. Six.
Coxedge eventually gets us in, and Michaela Tu'u comes away to the left, and it's Woodman from right in behind that scrum. Or Letty Eng held on to that and then uses the power, tries to pop the ball, and it rolls forward off a knock-on. Almost broke for the little powerful winger, New Zealand.
Before the try line.
Just little the shake of the head there. She's been out of rugby for a little while. She comes in as the option. They decide to go to the inside ball. That's a nice pass from Portia Woodman. Just when you've been out for a little bit, sometimes another time you probably hold down and reset it. No need to push anything. I'll tell you what, Nat, they love their rugby code up north. You'd know better than most. You've been here for the majority of the tournament.
The Welsh fans have absolutely been loving it, as have the Kiwi fans. As you mentioned, Northland, they've really gotten around the Black Ferns. They've played 2 games here now, the last 2 games. Look at that hill, the poi, they're waving the poi. It's been a fantastic tournament up here.
You had to get in early to get your spot on the bank for sure. Or New Zealand try and get a shove on the scrum, but Wales, you get the free kick. They went too early, did the New Zealand pack.
Free kick. Yes. Yes, you're in your 22.
I'll tell you what, yeah, Ricky, all's not out.
Well, hold that thought as New Zealand come again. Tui switches back in towards the traffic and finds Bremner on this left side. So, oh, great, stolen away and then just lost. Unfortunate for Lisa Newman in there, won the original turnover and then couldn't control it, but these errors just compounding for Wales.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what you can't do in the quarter-final. You can't allow these situations to happen. You finally got the turnover, or in the penalty, and you're able to back that up, but she's just straight dropped it there. It's unfortunate because she had the pill, and that's what the coach is saying, but what I was going to say before, if Wales can hold out here, even keep it to 19-3 at the half, they're still right in this. If they can come away with points, it would be 3, 5 or 7, even better. So massive, massive next period of 5 minutes for the Welsh team.
Yeah, we've seen them stick right into the 84th minute if they've had to in this tournament. I want to hold New Zealand out in this final 4.5 minutes till the break.
Coach! Let's go, Cara. Big shot, right?
Bind! Please! Set!
Again, the scrum collapses. Away goes Mikaeli Tu'u down a blind side. Only had Cox Edge with her, and it was well read by the Welsh defence, but it's protected for New Zealand.
Back, please. 3.
Cox Edge working on the 22. All out the back, and again Fitzpatrick just punching a hole hard, hits that line. Well, Cox Edge, the dummy, worked once. That time she ran headlong into Cara Hope, which when you're a halfback into a loose head prop's not often the best idea. And Wales will come away with it. And maybe a little chance of spread here. Joyce wants it. Get it in the hands of Jasmine Joyce. Can't get around. Woodman it was for New Zealand, though.
Yep.
And now John once more.
No hands.
The Welsh forwards having to do a power of work to get them out of a bit of trouble. Crabb, the next one lining up. And away goes Gwen Crabb. Didn't play against New Zealand in pool play. This time out the back to try and clear, gets him. Ball into the safety of the touchline, and it's a good clearance from Snowsill.
I need you to arrive up at the breakdown, please.
Yeah, it's probably their best exit in this first 37 minutes. It's good work there from Wales. Just trying to have that defensive hold there.
Time off injury.
Just a Welsh player down there. There we go, Cara Hope.
So, good. Black and white. Good.
Cara Hope studying medicine. Has to go back to some exams, I believe, when she does get home.
Gee, if that's not incentive to keep winning in this tournament, I don't know what is.
Well, New Zealand, 3 tries, Woodman, Tui and Hirini. There's Alex Callender. Wow, they're making a huge amount of defence.
Well, that's nearly 3 times as many. Look at the open side. She's been fantastic, hasn't she, Alex Callender? She's been amongst everything. She has got a motor, that's for sure. That's over the total tournament. Workhorse, though. Holy smokes.
What are you saying, 4? 4. That's fine. Give you time. She's the receiver.
New Zealand's line-out has functioned well. Wales haven't quite been able to disrupt. That's a little less tidy, but still comes away for the New Zealand backline to play again. It's Hirini who takes it from Demand. Demand and creating for Woodman. A beautifully worked move. Woodman in full flight. Brilliant tackle. Joyce, just slips out of it with the pace and power, does Woodman. And New Zealand are just a handful of metres short. Bremner, Alana, almost on the end of the chain. Just short once more. Coxedge again. The ball is quick for Amy Rule. And Amy Rule gets her first ever try for the Black Ferns.
Bushby's doing a lot of yards in the middle of the park with those pick and goes, get some reward. But look at this move, you can see them out the back door. The skipper goes in behind, Portia Woodman trails her. This is a nice one-on-one tackle. Two superstars go at it, Jasmine Joyce, Portia Woodman. Portia Woodman takes that one. And then look at the numbers in black coming through. 1-2, good clean out, good quick ball. Bremner sets it up. And then the number 3, look at the line that she takes coming in off Kendra Coxedge. Brilliant.
From the very bottom of the South Island, Amy Rule scores in the north. And that might just break a little bit of that Welsh spirit. They needed to hold them out before half-time. Riverton's finest, Amy Rule, gets New Zealand's 4th try.
And it's interesting too, that late back ball is something obviously held in the back pocket to this woman here, Ruahei Demand, and it is causing all sorts of confusion for this Welsh defence at the moment. That was a brilliant set-piece break from the skipper.
Well, Demand's really got it on a string in this match so far. Little fans love it. 26 points to 3 now, New Zealand lead.
New Zealand just showing they can score tries above the tournament favourites in England and France.
They'll be loving it in the Riviera of the South and Riverton. Oh, brilliant from Newman. And good, the wingers for Wales in that area. Just need to try and capitalise on it. The ball they're getting. Love some points here. Again, it is a real wrestle at that breakdown area. Eventually it comes for Bevan, and now Snowsill for Jones. Flula's shot up on Joyce and made a big spot tackle, stopping the Welsh fullback in her tracks.
Counter-ruck is good.
Counter-ruck is good, says the referee. New Zealand blow through, and now Wales win it back. Lewis, Bethan Lewis. Just got a little isolated, and the support arrived just in time, and Snowsill will get Wales out of there. Get back to the sheds and regroup as New Zealand take command of this quarter-final. They lead 26 points to 3 at half-time. Conference meeting as we head off. New Zealand 4 tries, just the 1 penalty from Kira Bevan for Wales. A dominant first half from New Zealand. They work their way through, and it shows out in the numbers, Kaltinana.
Oh, you look at that ruck and mauls, there's more than double, and then the carries because of those ruck and mauls and the carry meters on the back of that as well. But the line breaks, look at that, they're creating a lot, this Black Ferns, with 7-0. Handler is pretty much down the middle, and they're giving themselves opportunities in the 22. But look at the missed tackles. You spoke about it pre-game. In the first edition when Wales played New Zealand, they missed 40. They missed 20 in this first half, so that's obviously a concern. And the amount of tackles they've had to make, that is absolutely massive because of the domination of territory and position in particular, have been able to dominate where this game is being played, New Zealand.
Teresa Fitzpatrick's earned her place in this starting side, and again has been a prominent force for New Zealand. And asking questions of the Wales captain.
Yeah, the carries have been fantastic. A number of them have been breaks, and the offloads, well, she's only had one, but it's been very effective. But on the other side, the skipper, Hannah Jones, she's been good too defensively. She's been called on a number of times and made some good tackles in there. She's gained a couple of metres when she has had the opportunity. So that's been a superstar matchup, and both of them are thriving.
Second half about to get underway in this quarter-final between New Zealand and Wales. 26 points to 3. New Zealand lead at the break. Perhaps 1 foot in a semi-final against France, or if Wales got something else in reserve to find an answer to this New Zealand team. Second half underway. Yes, Kendra Cox gets us going. It's well taken in. All right, Bethan Lewis, who has been so strong in this tournament for Wales, and they'll get a chance to play with the ball, and let's see if they can really have a crack here. Newman. Joyce, just been no room all tournament really for Jazz Joyce. New Zealand piling through. Slow ball for Snow Silk. Here's Natalia John. Those will build from phases deep inside their own half if they have to. There's Georgia Evans onto the field in 19. We'll get confirmation of those changes for Wales shortly. Oh, nice bit of footwork for Lewis, and she had Morris as well. Some room down the wing for Wales as it's fly hacked ahead, and it'll land again for the Welsh. It's another good strong carry from Gwen Crabb. Welsh Lots doing a power of work. It's there for Lewis. And Wales were prepared to keep it tight and tough where they have to, and now can Joyce get around the outside of Flula? Not this time, but able to get up and go again as she runs into Michaeli too. Great clear out from the Welsh as they'll build phases once more. Not making a heck of a lot of progress. Oh, clever from Snowsill, shaped a kick and then rolled out of a couple of tackles and got her team back on the front foot. Bevan. Nice carry meters from Donna Rose. Oh, stolen though by Love for New Zealand. The prop wins it back. And all that work again comes unstuck for the Welsh as New Zealand swing back onto attack. Demand not going through there though. Running straight into the channel of John. Letiainga in close and tight. Ooh, Lewis has just reeled away there as she came into contact. New Zealand will play on through Chelsea Bremner, while Wales will have a player short in their line. It's Bethan Lewis at the moment. Rule short for Ponsonby.
Red offside.
And now an advantage being played New Zealand's way. Oh, it's a good ball from McGilly too. Demand and then Fitzpatrick over the top for Flula. And Woodman again. Portia Woodman for the Rugby World Cup try-scoring record. Strikes once more. All-time leading scorer in Rugby World Cup. 20 tries for Portia Woodman as she passes the great Sue Day.
But look at the amazement of these skills. A late call for the back ball, another back ball. They jam in defensively. They have to do a lot of work to shift it across at full speed. Stacey Flula takes the shot, and then Portia Woodman, on the back of some fantastic skills, is making history, as you'd expect, in her home province of Northland.
Very proud of her Northland heritage. And they too are proud of her, Portia Woodman. Nat Yannides trouble for Wales too early in the second half.
Yeah, a couple of changes on the bench. Karis Phillips has come off for Kelsey Jones, while Shonid Harris has also come off for Georgia Evans. And now it looks like, well, Lillicrap was just warming up. It looked like maybe Beth Lewis was going to come off, but it looks like she's sat back down. So just the two changes for Wales early in this second half.
Demand to the roar of the Northland crowd. Adds two more as Portia Woodman goes top of the pops in this World Cup as well.
Very staunch in the north. There's her whānau, her family, the Woodmans. That's where they hail from, their club. Proud moment.
Flula brings down a restart for New Zealand, starting to come more and more into this game. Stacey Flula, she's had a couple out with injury. Wales again, it's New Zealand, it's just bodies in motion. Tui this time. Bruce gets the offload away from Michaeli Tu'u. Bremner shovels it along the line, does Hirini. A fortunate bounce, and Woodman is just going for it now, trying to barge over bodies. Advantage again for New Zealand. Wales having to backtrack once more. Demand with a bit of a free pass, hacks this forward, and Wales will bring it down. They'll go back and play for the penalty.
Number 12. Ruck was clearly formed. Number 12. You can't use your hands.
Eyes have been on the skills of the Black Ferns, that's for sure, in terms of their attack, but it's been their defence, Ricky, that's really set the platform. They've only missed one tackle, and they've been very good in that department, really jammed in. What I've liked in the Wales team have gone out wide. They've had a couple of nice reads, in particular Stacey Fleur in that 13 jersey, just to shut everything off. what New Zealand are doing when Wales try to do that to them. Ruahei demands using that kick pass to get on the outside of defence. Wales don't have that option so far. New Zealand defensively has shut them down. Here's the skill-based short ball, back ball, in contact, another one into space. From there, look at Hirini. It takes a lot of skill under duress to get that ball out, and Portia Woodman, go get you some of that. I think that summed up the attitude of this Black Ferns. On the face of Portia Woodman, there's been a very determined effort this one.
Couple more changes coming for New Zealand. Philippa Love and Georgia Ponsonby coming off the field. Luca Connor and Crystal Murray coming on. One of the only 2 Northland players to be in this 23. She led the haka last week and she's back on at Whangarei.
And she's got the ball as well. Connor throws that line out. Oh, Fitzpatrick on the angled run. Then flicked a little ball. Wales calling for a knock on, but it's play on for New Zealand here. And they are really starting to exude confidence as Connor carries forward. Alana Brenner's got her sister right on her hip. Luca Connor again just ran into Murray though in the process, and it breaks down for New Zealand.
I was just about to say, look out for number 17 in this area of the field. She is a noted try scorer in these parts. And jersey number 17, Crystal Murray, she is a fan favourite for sure around here.
Said in the lead up to these matches that she'd never got to watch a Black Ferns game here in Whangarei. Now she's played in 2. It just goes to show how far the women's game has come in this country.
I'll tell you what, the influence that these women have on the young around here, like you say, being able to see it means a lot to these young players. It's massive around these parts.
Yeah, it's quite a remote area of New Zealand. The further up you go in Northland, and so Crystal Murray loving to show that you can do big things from smaller towns and cities around this country and any country as well, like many of these Welsh women. As all New Zealand's scrum gets a massive shove on. They've got the advantage. Scrum penalty New Zealand's way.
Well, I tell you what, I think they came out with a determination after all the chatter in the first game, how Wales dominated the New Zealand scrum and line out. So it's a point to prove, I think, right from the get-go that they've made this Black Ferns outfit, saying, yeah, we can scrum as well. We can line out just as good as the Northern Hemisphere.
Oh, tap and go. Here goes Dement for Connor. Luca Connor driving towards the line, crashing over the line and scoring the try. Great impact straight off the bench. Luca Connor.
Heads up play, look at the skipper fakes. Let's go, the call's made. Hits it out wide, and look at the power come through. Coach just said, I'm not sure that was a call, but I'll take it.
I think even Whitney Hansen cracked a wee smile in there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ruahei Demand has had some tough kicks out wide in the first half. Absolutely nailed them after that first miss. It's an important part too. You can't underestimate going up in 7s rather than 3 or 5. So something obviously he's gone away and worked on.
Ruahei Dement just strokes this one and then goes in off. Oh, when it's your day, it is your day. And Ruahei Dement, this cool, calm leader for New Zealand, adds a couple more. 40 points to 3.
Excellent try there for Luca Connor. We've also got a massive change coming for the Black Ferns. Kennedy Simon, the co-captain, an inspirational leader, is preparing to come on for her first game of this World Cup.
That one's gone backwards through the breadbasket of Alana Brenner, so New Zealand able to tidy out. Again, Dement had words about that breakdown area. So happy with the slow ball, but Etienne will carry forward. Oh, great turnover. Stolen in there wonderfully by Wales. Might have been Alex Callender. Yeah, it was. What a player she is. That's messy. Off the boot of Bevan. Unlucky. And New Zealand will get the ball back again. So Coxedge bangs this down and it might sit up here. Oh, dangerously for Etienne and Newman. Able to bring it in. Wales once again inside their own half will have to go from here. That's Georgia Evans who landed slightly awkwardly.
No, thank you.
Snowsall goes in and plays halfback. Gwenthelyn Pearce who's onto the field in 17 for Wales, and now Bevan trying to peel off a bit of territory. It's down to Tui. Demand. And look to link up with her outsides again and fires a ball just in front of Letienga, who's not afraid to tell her captain where she wants it.
Yeah, I think it was the right pass. She was a bit fatigued. And here we go, Nat.
Black 7.
Yeah, Kennedy Simon, what an amazing recovery it has been. A foot injury in Adelaide. She is the last player to graduate from rehab school. She had her graduation last night as Sarah Hirini comes off the field, another fan favourite. But it's so great to see Kennedy Simon out there. She's not a loud player, but she leads by her actions, and her presence is going to be huge for this side.
She is a tough, hard, abrasive character who has had a heck of a run of injuries this year. And finally, just when it looked like she might not get back, comes on in a quarter-final. That one overthrown, but tidied up by Alana Brendner, who does a good old job cleaning up some of the rubbish for New Zealand. Here's the first touch for Simon, charging her way through.
Back.
Almost catching Wales offside there.
Lost it now, thank you.
Demand to the line, the offload for Flula, who ran the line. Wide for Woodman through the hands. And it breaks down for New Zealand, but boy, did they punch through another big hole.
I'll tell you what, Teresa Fitzpatrick and Stacey Flula are just carving back. Look at that line run by Stacey Flula. That is brilliant stuff. You won't get a better run ever. Oh, this was on the mark too. It's hard though when you're running at full noise to catch those ones. Tell you what, this 12-13 combination is starting to look world class though for this Black Ferns outfit.
That's Kira Bevan there coming off. But Fionn Lewis has been the starting fly half for most of this tournament. She's got a big job ahead of her if she's any chance of helping Wales get back into this contest.
Yeah, we can send so long. Yep.
Well, they've been able to bring some experience off the bench, haven't they, Wales, with Fionn Lewis. The tour captain, Siwan Lillicracks, out there as well, and another change for New Zealand too coming in.
Yeah, Letty Ayunga coming off the field there. They just have an embarrassment of riches in the back, don't they?
Yeah, Renee Holmes has come on. She'll go to fullback. Ruby Tui will go to the right wing, and Portia Woodman will go to the left-hand flank.
Hold your weight.
Set.
Good scrum from Wales as Bethan Lewis goes off the back for Fionn Lewis.
Stop 12.
Just a little stab kick across field here. A little bit of room for Newman. He's looked dangerous with limited opportunities.
One hand, thank you.
Harris Williams. Nice little short ball this time for the small numbers to have a go. Ball doesn't go to hand. Here's Kelsey Jones though, and throws a ripper. The replacement hooker to Lodi Norkett. Nice little bit of footwork from Norkett as well before she's stopped by Fitzpatrick. Bethan Lewis again is just going to keep going. There's Lillicrap for Snowsill, and now Jones can't get away from Demant. As the captains come together. Joyce in close quarters. Here's Newman again. Chopped down on halfway. Again, Wales look promising when they can build some phases. And they finish it off this time. Oh, lovely short ball in the hole for Pearce. That's come off the foot, so play on for Fionn Lewis. Joyce, Yeah, that's Kennedy Simon being introduced to the game. Alex Callender smashed by the New Zealand co-captain. Jones through the hands, Evans. It should still break here for Norcott as the pressure comes on from New Zealand. And again, Fitzpatrick is everywhere. And it's created space for Flula. Gets the step going. Inside ball for Coxedge. Pops it for Simon. And New Zealand once more turn defence into attack. Murray had made the run. Instead, it goes to Connor. Ball is slow and it'll be a penalty. Lewis had hands all over that. Coxedge's gone, quick tap. She's caught all the Wales forwards offside. Stopped on the 5 metre line, but it's more advantage for New Zealand. Simon picks and goes. And now Connor with Murray beside her. Luca Connor looking for a second, can't quite get there. Rule plays halfback through the hands. Big numbers for Fitzpatrick, and out on the edge, Alana Bremner does the tough stuff, the tidy up, and then gets the try.
You can take that all the way back to the heads-up play from Teresa Fitzpatrick at the breakdown, getting the turnover. Stacey Flula was there. Watch her in the pink headband. She's going to be first in. Gets that ball, sets it up, Tui's there. Look at the quickness of Stacey Flula to realise the situation. Shuts and finds her support in the form of Kendra Coxedge, and from there just had a feeling of inevitability of scoring a try. Here's the space, here's the skills. Fitzpatrick takes it forward. Easy pass to the blindside winger. Try times.
I think you'll find that's a scrunchie.
Scrunchy, sorry, I was looking for the word, but you know.
Yes, says Wayne Smith. Well, come out to play again. Just been punishing on every Wales era. Alana Bremner, another of the rehab graduates, missed the opening game.
Just the 5th time she's been in the same starting side as her sister. Mum and Dad, they're in the crowd. They're up from Little River. They're originally from Little River. Dad says the height comes from him, but the talent is all the girls and their work ethic.
Demand just shaves the upright this time, so can't convert the Alana Bremner try. 45 points to 3.
Well, she's done a lot of the hard stuff, hasn't she, Alana Bremner?
Okay, thank you.
Fleeky George, who's onto the field in 22 with the restart for Wales, replacing Eleanor Snowsill. And there's Ariana Baylor as well, so both teams starting to ring the changes as it goes down for George, who's got a very good boot. And whoa, what a way to come into the game with a 50-22.
Oh yeah, and the throw into the liner. That's fantastic work from George. Look at the positioning, brilliant. The awareness and the execution of that, perfect.
Just her first game of the tournament, actually made her international debut at the 2017 World Cup at the tender age of 17, the youngest player to earn a start at that particular tournament.
They're going to be tough to play this game.
In and set.
Can't breathe through your nose as that ball's overthrown. It'll be Luca Connor get there, so Wales can't capitalise on the good work of George, and New Zealand look to bust out from deep. Renee Holmes into the field, just chipping ahead for herself. Holmes to chase. She's going to put pressure on Meg Webb here. I think we've seen something spotted in back play, perhaps.
Yeah, Ruby too, I think, copped it late after she passed that ball.
Yeah, who's going to do that, right?
Just in the hands of the medics at the moment. Looks like she might be a little bit winded. She's okay. She's up on her feet.
So for me live, Nate.
This is Megan Webb, is it, who's just come onto the field.
Have a look.
I think we're just going to have another look at this Ruby Tui shot.
Yes, quarter break. Okay.
So I think it's the late shot on Ruby Tui we're going to have a look at. This is the instance. Wales might be in.
Okay. Okay, Timo check, Fafle, Chris live. We had a lifting tackle, or late.
Yes,
can you put it up on the screen and we can have a look?
Yes, I'm going to put on the screen for you the tackle from 13 red.
Okay. Good job. So the first thing we need to check is the late and the lift.
Here it is coming for you now.
Okay. I'm actually okay with the timing. It's just a little bit silly that she's lifted her. Can we get a couple more views there, Chris?
Yes, I will show you to again in real time.
Well, it's where she's landed is the problem. Like,
that's
yeah,
your
she's
best
lifted her
angle.
for one and she hasn't put her down safely.
I'll
and
get
that's
you a
right
shot
on
of the
neck
landing
head.
as well.
So,
Okay, so for me, my initial thoughts there is that she does lift her. I think it's a momentum of 15 as well. And she lets her go.
Correct.
I think she pulls out of it. But we just need to check if that landing is dangerous. So those are the only views.
yeah, I'm pretty sure this is dangerous. It's her
Yes, I'll get you a
responsibility,
different view on
13,
the
to get the
landing.
player down and safely. She hasn't done
Yeah, as I
that.
say, it's a very silly action for me. It's unnecessary. So
Yeah, just freezing on landing.
okay, so I'm not on red card. She does pull out of it. However, I do think it's a silly action. Let's have a look at this one. And just the drop. Okay,
Those are all your angles, Amy.
okay. So we're sitting on yellow card. Yeah, with the yellow card. Yellow card. Okay. So we've got the mark there. Okay, perfect. So we just need to bring it back.
I think the thing that saves Williams
Yeah,
is she
that's
hasn't
it.
driven Ruby Tui into the ground, so that's the dangerous place. So I think we got the right result.
So Hannah, I need 13, please. I'm happy with the timing of the tackle, but it's silly. She's lifted her past horizontal and she's dropped. I can understand this momentum from the ball carrier as well, but it's still a dangerous landing.
The yellow card for Karis Williams-Morris is probably one that the Welsh can accept and be thankful it's not anything worse. Tui, speaking of, also okay as well.
Okay, time back on.
So Wales now down to 14 players. Still 20 odd minutes left, or 22 minutes left in this match.
So the challenge now for the Black Ferns is to try and keep their high level here and not
But Wales have won.
switch off. They still want to be accurate as they have been for 59 minutes of this match. With so many changes, I'm sure that's what the coaching staff will be asking for.
Hold the line, please. Bring Black all in, on the line. So they will always follow you if you're going to step that far away. You need to come closer, your marker's over here.
Connor to throw for New Zealand, 10 metres on their own side of halfway. It goes down the back and it's overthrown, and it's well taken in by Jones. Calendar. And there is Meg Webb. Good to see her up and about after a knock in that last breakdown of play. Remember, Wales playing with 14, so Bethan Lewis and Theon Lewis. Through the hands, Calendar, who just keeps on going, ridden into the ground by Mikaele Tu'u. Lewis for Terce. There's some good ball to work with here. Ireland trying to, Wales, excuse me, trying to create some of their big ball carriers. That's a nice charge from Gwen Crabb. Fionn Lewis. And that's Lily Crabb. Short for Evans this time. Shown they can build 7-8 phases. Have Wales. Newman trying to get around the outside of Demand, can't do so, and Tui looking to disrupt for New Zealand, then has to get her hands off it.
No.
She spat out the back again. Ruby Tui. Siwan Lillicrap. Wales holding on to possession. That one spat out the back and Hannah Jones has to go and tidy up. It's come off a New Zealand hand. Wales back on halfway now. And they'll just get it for George to hack it, bang it downfield with that good boot of hers. This sits awkwardly for Renee Holmes. And what's New Zealand's intent here? Holmes goes herself. Renee Holmes gets rid of one and a second. Stands in the tackle as the cavalry arrives, and Simon clears out. Good carry back from Holmes off the bench. Roos tries to force a ball,
I think that's
and it doesn't come off.
It's going forward for me.
Yeah, needed a bit more composure there.
3.
Did New Zealand. It was on though, that's for sure. They've been so good with their mocro skills for the majority of this game.
You're the co-captain. So you're number 13. When she makes a tackle, she east to west on the drive through. No, she
Getting some good impact off their bench of Wales.
You good? Yeah, come on.
Just cannot find a hole through this New Zealand defence as New Zealand too make some changes, Nat.
That's right, Ricky. We've got Santo Taumata coming on, also Jonah Ngan-Wu. Both of those two forwards are coming on to help bolster the Black Ferns.
I'll tell you what, there's some muscle with those two. Taumata very explosive in the front row. And Jonah Ngan-Wu just going, and she's had a fantastic year in the engine room for the Black Ferns.
So good option off the bench for New Zealand. The 3 locks are all capable starters for sure, but she might just provide something slightly different off the bench.
100%. She has got some mongrel and she's got some starch in her too. To bring her on at this stage, wow, what a luxury.
Scrum penalty goes New Zealand's way, and again, they just want to keep playing at pace. Simon, who's barely had a game for a while, just wants to keep playing.
Good turnover.
Oh, great steal. That is wonderful work. I think it might have been Lillicrap on the floor, but one back by New Zealand. Oh, you can see it was Lillicrap, and she's frustrated as Mikaeli Tu'u busts up over halfway for New Zealand.
Nothing now, Red.
Trying to come out and clear some bodies. Santo Taumata at the back for Demand. Alana Bremner to roam in that 5-6 metre channel.
Advantage, not fine.
Ball spills out on Wales's side, and Webb tidies up. They're getting ball, Wales. And then just put down by Calendar.
We just need to check her, please.
It's Liana Mikaeli too,
Keep the...
who made that nice
Thanks.
supporting run. I think it was off Jonah Ngan-Wu. He's got caught awkwardly in the tackle. Did the number 8's been good tonight.
Megan Webb's also gone down again for Wales. That's the second time, so we'll be keeping a close eye on her and that knee.
Yeah, she's been limping around ever since she's had that first incident, hasn't she, Nat, the 23? She's been trying to muscle it out.
I think the issue for the Welsh is they don't have any backs left on their bench. They're going to have to bring somebody else back on, and a couple of them are limping around. Yeah. Kira Bevan has been limping on her knee, so I'm not sure who they'll bring on for her.
She missed last week too. Meg Webb. It's a knock. New Zealand have still got some back options getting ready to come out. Experience of Hazel Tubic ready to go.
What a luxury to be able to have somebody like Hazel Tubic coming on. She's going to come on for Stacey Fleuler, another fantastic player in that back line.
She's been a story too, hasn't she? Hazel Tubic nearly gave up the game, got told by some of her mates in the Black Ferns outfit, you know what, you're still good enough. Come and have a nudge, and she made the squad, and oh, that's unfortunate there from Megan Webb.
She's a player with huge promise, Megan Webb, just 21 years of age. An unfortunate way for her to leave the stadium and likely to leave this World Cup.
On a slightly more positive note, I think we need to make mention about Lowry Norkett, who's going to come back onto the field for Megan Webb. She lost her sister a couple of years ago in a car accident. Her sister Ellie actually played in the Rugby World Cup in 2014. She was just 20 years old when she passed away, and she says that she's been the inspiration behind wanting to get to the World Cup and representing Wales on the world stage.
Sad but beautiful story. We're very proud of the Norkett family, and it will be, as Nat says, Lowry Norkett can come back on.
I'll tell you what, she's been good with the chances she's had on some of those kick chases. She's got turnovers, a little bit of times. She's been fantastic tonight, Lowry Norkett, that's for sure.
Let's see when it goes now. Approach!
Wales still down to 14 players
Find
as well, with Karis Williams in the bin. A big shove, a huge shove, a massive shove coming from New Zealand scrum. Oh, they've earned a couple this time. I think they got sick of hearing about what happened last time out, and away go the backs off the back of that great work. Holmes up from fullback. Woodman streaking towards a third. Is she great tackle this time, Joyce? Ball is slow for New Zealand, but they've got advantage again. Baylor still digging it out, Baylor.
Advantage, red offside.
Another advantage. Wales conceding under pressure at the moment. Baylor, they've all got their hands up. It'll be, Baylor herself. Mariana Baylor.
Release.
Dragged a couple of metres short. Connor buries the head. And try given. Took a while to see it, but the try, yes, it has been given. And Luca Connor off the bench gets a second score.
Well, they've got a lot of purchase, haven't they? From their finishers, or spark plugs as they call it in the Black Ferns team. This is a nice one-on-one tackle. Jasmine Joyce in the 15 jersey. Luca Connor, she's the one that receives this. We talk about effort on effort. She gets up from this ruck, gets in behind the next one, and scores this try. Look at her here, she's going to be straight up there, get in the back, and be an influence, and get her double for the half.
Just thought they'd be able to pressure New Zealand more this time around. Haven't been able to, Wales. New Zealand heading towards another World Cup semi-final at 50 points to 3. Renee Holmes. 2 tries, 6 conversions last week and 22 points, and she's just turned around at an awkward time and got a bit of an eyeful.
Yeah, you take your time, tell me when you're ready.
So Renee Holmes to try and convert the try of Connor from out wide. Very rarely gets the easy ones, does Holmes. And she's just kept that one left. So Luca Connor's second try goes unconverted, but New Zealand hit 50 points for 3. Kick off the boot of George is brought down by Jonah Nangwu. Holmes playing up in the line. Big contact between Simon and Newman.
Thank you, Six. Stay out of it now, thank you.
Lewis just reeling out the side as New Zealand are knocked down by George.
Can't put over that to me there.
New Zealand, or they're making the case it's going to be a yellow card.
Deliberate knock on.
Yeah, well, it was deliberate, wasn't it? And flaky George, so they're going to be down to 13 players now. the Welsh team. She just couldn't help herself. She was outnumbered. There was good skills once again executed by the Black Ferns that forced this whole situation. This is an area I've been really impressed with, Ricky, is the slick passing skills of New Zealand. You see there, she knew straight away too, the grimace said it all.
So when you put your hand back in your pocket, don't you? So Wales now down to 13 because Karis Williams, well, she can't be far off getting back from her yellow card.
She could have stayed.
Connor hits Nanwu and gets the return ball, Luca Connor, the hooker. Woodman playing in close quarters now, getting rid of a couple. And look at the slick passing between the New Zealand players. Holmes it is for Tubik. Tui on the outside, chopping back in field and then looking to accelerate through. Brought down by Georgia Evans. Demand to the corner. And Ruahei Demand, so often the architect, now gets the points herself.
But again, the micro skills on show from this Black Ferns outfit. Doesn't matter if it's a low number or a high number on their back, the execution under pressure. Ruby Tui, just look at that, with one step takes out 4 defenders, 5 in fact from Wales, so they're caught short. They picked the right angle, and Ruahei Demand, easy as you please for the skip.
She's one of the leading offloaders in the tournament. Has been the distributor. As I said, pulls the strings of so much of what New Zealand do, but take it on herself as well. Renee Holmes from wide. This time it stays left again, so can't convert. The try of Ruahei Demand. New Zealand 55, Wales 3 now. I think the first sin bin's back now.
Yeah, for what it's worth, Wales go back to 14 players on the field. So Williams is back on, but they've still got 1 in the bin, so there's still 1 down.
Restarts, bit of a worm burner, and it's scooped up by Tui initially. Sizes up the options and then runs headlong into the Welsh defence. Demand, again, this little crossfield kick for Woodman. Lots of open spaces, but it's well read again by the impressive Newman. And earns a penalty for her team as well.
She assisted her on the way down, and clearly.
I'm sure they go to the line out here, which has been a bit of an Achilles heel from this Welsh team tonight. It's been such a staple for them, been such one of their strengths in previous matchups, so it really has stifled their attack tonight, being one of their launch pads.
Well, they scored 4 of their 5 tournament tries from line out, but it hasn't functioned, and even now still they'll take their time over this one and get Kelsey Jones to hit her mark. Down the back, and that's not the straightest throw you've ever seen.
And I'll be honest too, Rick, you've got to give credit where it's due, and the Black Ferns have really nailed that area, Bremner in particular, early on, put them under pressure. In terms of Karis Phillips, the thrower. So they've done their homework there and just offset the Welsh in that department right from the get-go, and it's been hard for them to get back into it.
Michele Tu'u off the base of that scrum. Lays it back for Baylor. Great hands down low from Fitzpatrick, and that's a wild ball. A mistake from New Zealand.
There has been many of those tonight, has there? But just a little bit in front, out wide there. Massive opportunity here for Wales. They just need to get this ball into the scrum and out. They've been under pressure this whole time. Look at the carry meters for this New Zealand team. That's absolutely massive stat.
Oh, Wales, they'll keep fighting, and they have a call of Callon Hart. That's the unifying call that they need to show in this final 8 minutes or so. But that scrum just peeled back once more. Well, New Zealand have really fronted in that area.
Well, I think it's New Zealand that's showing that they've got the heart in this game and come out with a statement and an attitude to prove that it's going to take a big effort to beat them on their home patch.
France it is who awaits in the semi-final.
Lost it now.
New Zealand want more in these final 8 or so minutes. Oh, bumping off bodies, Taumata. And the offload doesn't quite go to hand though for New Zealand as Connor looks for support. And Wu again, heavily involved in her spell off the bench. Demand for Tubic, ghosting to the line herself. And then it falls just for Woodman, not quite. Almost forward on the way through.
Oh, she gives it the first time here, Tubic. I'm not sure who was on the outside, might have been Fitzpatrick. She was gone burgers.
Come on.
Oh, the shot from Taumata again, adding impact. The young athlete in jersey 18. She didn't mind mixing it up, that's for sure, and the offload. But here it is here. Is it Tubic? Yeah, right. Now just got there to the left, a little bit late, unfortunate.
They lost Wales' Alicia Butchers early on in the tournament to a serious injury. They've battled a couple of injuries in this match too. It's tested their squad depth over time as well. This is a team that has taken up full-time contracts and those resourcing, and Johan Cunningham, the coach, is signed through until the next World Cup, so something to try and start and build from for Wales and the marker of where they need to be.
Oh, it's definitely some good signs, that's for sure. It's great that Johan Cunningham has been signed, so he had that consistency from the top. I think he's been good. I think he's been real good, the coach, Johan Cunningham, the way he's held himself, the way he's spoken about his team and the challenges they've faced, but also what they've gotten out of it as well, this World Cup. You can't underestimate the experience of a lot of these younger players are getting right now, and they'll be better for it, that's for sure. A lot of building blocks being placed right now for the Welsh team.
So I won't go looking for it now, but if there's no stability, I'll find it. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Fionn Lewis as we head towards 6 minutes of this match. Bethan Lewis, who hasn't stopped trying all tournament for her team. Out the back they go. Oh, nice, good bit of footwork from Hannah Jones, who then gets hit by Taumata, but New Zealand concede the penalty.
Well, I'll tell you what, even though they have given away this penalty, New Zealand, it's been a lot better effort from them. In terms of penalties given away, it's been very high in their previous games, so that's something obviously they've spoken about, and they've only given away 6 this one compared to Wales' 11.
Okay, 18.
And the MasterCard player of the match, Teresa Fitzpatrick, 2nd week in a row. She has taken that award and in quite sublime form.
I'll tell you what, she's been fantastic, really done a lot of hard yards, but I think just the line running and the decision making that she has made, and there is a fight on for that 12-13 jersey in this Black Ferns outfit.
She's going to get her 16th win for the Black Ferns. Never lost a test match. Teresa Fitzpatrick, this will be 16 from 16. Wales trying to finish with a flourish in this final 5 minutes. Lewis out the back for Jones. Joyce from a bit of a standing start tries to scamper away from the New Zealand defence, and there is Fitzpatrick. Wasn't letting the little Welsh fullback get away from her. Came out, Simon couldn't resist.
And those are the little things Fitzpatrick does. Just her ability to read a situation and just lock down. A player such as Jasmine Joyce has got great footwork, got speed as well.
I've just wondered.
Well, earlier today we saw a hugely impressive display from France to put Italy away 39 points to 3, and France going through to the semi-final, and now New Zealand is going to join them there. Yeah, we'll see you next week is what they're saying. New Zealand against France going to be our semi-final matchup next week, and that is just a whole other level.
And then we find out who the next semi is tomorrow night. Or tomorrow, so all that's for sure at Eden Park next week.
Great ball from Lewis to Lewis, and a charging run from Wales' veteran captain. Oh, and now we've got a bit of afters going on between Jones and Connor, and it's still carrying on before they clear away with a push and shove. Wales want to play. Calendar just tries something different with a little chip kick ahead. Woodman doesn't collect, so it'll be Wales' ball off the knock on.
I need both captains, please.
We're going to have a talk. It's 3 minutes to go. I think we just carry on. We're all good here. Referee.
Captain Black. I get him blocked and held in. Ladies, all of these people have come here to watch you play rugby. Nothing off the ball, okay? We keep the discipline up. It needs to be a great game of rugby from now on. You guys sort it out.
Well, Hannah Jones was the one involved, wasn't she, with the 16 there, Luca Connor. Oh, well, you know what, though, Skip's not going to face down, but I'm sure we didn't need that little stoppage. I'm sure we could keep going. Nothing much there.
They wanted to play with freedom and fun. Some personalities like a bit of a dance, others not so much.
Come on, Hirini, you stick in the mud. I'd like to see Wales just flash it here and have a real nudge at the defence of the Black Ferns. Great opportunity, going to load 4 to the left, 2 to the right hand side. Their scrum, unfortunately, has been under pressure. Down the one channel, get it in and out and gone.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Again, it's going backwards. Oh, Lewis has done so well there. Bethan Lewis under enormous pressure. That'll allow Evans to feed for Tuipulotu. Theon Lewis hurdles through to be able to clear away. Crabb still going deep into this match. Gwen Crabb makes some good metres. Tuipulotu again, her second carry in the movement. And now Lewis for Gwendolyn Turse. Lewis, out the back they go. The pass is just not sticking though. Missed the outstretched hand of Hannah Jones, and Joyce just dragged back towards halfway. And New Zealand will get a penalty.
Straight off your feet.
What's impressive with the New Zealand defence is their first player is chopping really well and allowing the second player either the challenge or being a try assist, so a tackle assist. So it's been very impressive. Something I've really seen that they've sharpened up on in this game and taken to a new level.
Open, please, Red.
9 tries New Zealand have scored. And as this match ticks down and they eye a semi-final They'd like to make it an even 10.
Red, you're creeping up, please.
I think
He's
that
coming.
other side of the score will please New Zealand as well. Second week in a row they won't have conceded a try. Connor down the back for Chelsea. Bremner can't pick it up, but Jones does. So it'll be Wales who'll get to play in these final moments perhaps. Good hands and a lovely big wide ball scooped on for Norkett from Joyce. And now a bit of space for Lowry Norkett. Nice tackle on her made by Holmes, and then good turnover by New Zealand though. Stolen away by Kennedy Simon it was.
Thank you.
Manwu out the back foot, the player of the match, Fitzpatrick. Woodman has got 2 tries. Puts a big fend on, sits one down. And the offload too, Taumata. Bethan Lewis has got that back again, another great steal for Wales. They just haven't stopped Lewis and Callender in particular. We're going to see whether they'll throw it around a little longer, Wales. They will. Tui Pelotu gets away from
Be careful.
Bremner. Little chip kick over the top this time. It's gone down into the throat of Williams and the Woodman rather, and the footwork and the acceleration. Woodman trying to finish it off, batters into Joyce again, who stands her ground. Fitzpatrick and Nanwu at a standing start. Now some injection from Dement. The hands aren't there from Mikaeli Tu'u. They'll play the knock on here. George for the sideline. And New Zealand take another step. One more closer to the defence of their title. They are through to the semi-finals of Rugby World Cup 2021. A hard-fought, emotional time. It's ramped up a notch, but New Zealand progress again. They take it out over Wales, 55 points to 3. Hay Dement, the New Zealand captain, quite exceptional again leading this side. She got her co-skip back with her today, and for Wales, well, we bid them farewell. It's a tough grind in this tournament, but with some very exciting young players and a couple of really hard-nosed forwards. I'll be back again as they end their tournament. Two tries on home soil for Portia Woodman. Didn't get to play here last week. A proud woman from this part of the world. Tai Tokoro, Northland. As is that one in 17, Crystal Murray. Certainly not hugely jubilant celebrations from New Zealand. It's one more step, but much more to come for them next week. A massive challenge ahead.
Hannah Jones, not the result you were after tonight, but the team fought really hard. In the end, it was a red-hot New Zealand side tonight, wasn't it?
Definitely, you know, the side that they brought out tonight is outstanding. Their offload game is outstanding, and couldn't have asked more from the girls. Hart and Calon on the line, and we showed our best.
What can the team take away from this World Cup experience, playing the best sides once, twice in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, just the experience of playing in front of this amazing crowd, and you know the intensity we played at. You've got to realise we haven't been professional for long. We're just building. It's just the start. So we're really excited for the future.
Well, bad luck today, but good luck for the future.
Thank you very much.
Well, you cannot deny what it means to them, the efforts that they put in. Hannah Jones, we get to hear now from the New Zealand captain for the first time, Kennedy Simon.
Well, Kennedy Simon, first and foremost, congratulations on the win and welcome back into the team. How did you find it out there?
I forgot what it felt like to play a test match footy. I was just so happy to be out there.
What does it mean to this side to be through to a semi-final on home soil?
Oh, it's extremely... it's an extreme privilege. We've got a huge legacy that we were trying to uphold and to enhance, so to get through to the next phase of the campaign is pretty awesome.
The team looks so focused at the moment. What is the driving motivation?
Oh, you know, it's the black jersey first and foremost, but to come out here and see our supporters and our families in the crowd, that's what it's all about. We're just trying to draw a line in the sand and keep getting better and better each week.
Well, congratulations on the win and good luck against France.
Thank you very much.
It's been a long road back for Kennedy Simon, but look in there, Ruahei Demant, her co-captain, just more hard words looking through the final numbers here, Carlton Anna.
Yeah, once again, just the territory and possession that New Zealand dominated, and what they do with flow-on was the carries and carry meters in particular. The work done by the front eight was absolutely fantastic, and the missed tackles, look at that for Wales, 47, and against the class outfit that was on, such as the Black Ferns, just ill afford that type of stat. One thing that really stood out for me, and we just saw it a moment before, Ruahei Demant just talking to her team, and I think from the body language you couldn't hear, but she was just saying, we've still got a job to do. We'll just keep this in perspective. Once you lose a circle, can go say hi to your families and mix and mingle, but just remember we're here for a job, and that's what I took out of that body language, how she was talking to her side.
She's all right and coming back from injury too. We'll get some reaction from the coaches now as well with Nat.
Johan Cunningham, a tough match today against New Zealand. It was always going to be hard though. What was your take on it?
Well, firstly, I'm just extremely proud of the girls, the heart they showed in our performance. I thought we stepped up physically today. We hustled them, shut their time and space down, but I'm just extremely proud of the effort today.
This is just the beginning of a new era for Welsh women's rugby. How important is this World Cup as a building block?
It's massive for us on our next stage and on journey, you know. We'll take so much from this experience, learn a lot, and look forward to what we can do moving forward, yeah.
Well, bad luck today, but congratulations on a great tournament.
Thank you. Diolch.
Well, Wayne Smith, you've been waiting for an 80-minute performance. Did that one meet your expectations?
Yeah, firstly to the crowd, fantastic coming here to Seminole Stadium. Really gets our girls up, so thank you very much. Yeah, that was pretty close. I thought Wales were really physical, played really well. Congratulations to them. They made it really difficult at the breakdown, but we played with character and skill.
A lot was made of the forward pack heading into this one, particularly after the pool rounds. Redemption for the forwards tonight, you'd have to say?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good contest. As I said, hats off to Wales. You know, they came with a lot of physicality. Our girls were outstanding. I thought just the physical collisions, the ability to still play our game, but be more aggressive in the contact, I think was the real key for us.
And another challenge coming up in the semi-finals, France, another tough opponent.
Yeah, it's an understatement. Yeah, well, we'll enjoy this one, have a good day analysing it tomorrow, and we'll start again next week.
Well, congratulations on the win.
Thanks very much.
Should be the other side.
Teresa Fitzpatrick, the MasterCard player of the match, becoming increasingly vital to this New Zealand team. Earned her place in the starting side, second week of the road, the best on field.
The tries only says one, but the carries were fantastic. A lot of times she was making breaks and setting up multiple phases, and the quick ball and the meters gain 67 as the number 12 was absolutely massive. Teresa Fitzpatrick, deservedly player of the match.
Our MasterCard player of the match, Teresa Fitzpatrick. Teresa, congratulations. That's 2 player of the match awards in 2 weeks here in Whangarei. You must love playing in front of this Northland crowd.
Yes, I love this ground, love this atmosphere. They're amazing people here. We've really enjoyed our stay in the far north, and yeah, we're glad to get away with the win.
There's so much talent in this New Zealand backline. It looks like you're having a lot of fun out there. Would that be fair?
Yeah, we think that we play a lot better when we have fun. We're really enjoying our time on the field. We know that we got lots of talent in our team and the whole 32, and trainings have been pretty epic. So yeah, fun is definitely key.
And through to the semi-finals in front of a home crowd, what does that mean?
Oh, it's awesome. We've been taking it one game at a time, and so we're looking forward to next week. We'll do our recovery tonight, see our family, refill our cups, go back to the drawing board, head back to the 09 and get ready for our next game.
Well, congratulations, Teresa Fitzpatrick, our MasterCard player of the match.
Player of the match who also just spoke to us in 3 languages. Well, New Zealand, they scored tries at will. They got it to the outside early, and well, Portia Woodman, she scored plenty. This one, perhaps one of her more simple finishes.
Ruby Tui was the provider. On this one, Portia said, you know what, you can have one yourself. Ruby Tui doing some good work off the ball, loops around against the Black Ferns second. They're off to a fast start.
Many of these tries came from deep, and this one did. It's Fitzpatrick who hit a big hole with a big, well-worked move out the side, decided to really back herself, grit the teeth and go for it. Didn't use her outsides then, let the forwards go to work, and her mate Sarah Hinnany with some physical presence at the end to score in the corner.
Yeah, and after another break, this time it's going to be Portia Woodman on the inside ball from her skipper, Hey Demand. Breaks through this last line of defence, but the secret was the numbers and support here from New Zealand and from out wide. The prop front rower, number 3, Amy Rule, said, you know what, I'm going to get off the deck, I'm going to go do some hard work, and I'm going to get a score with that nice run.
Portia Woodman's first try led her to equal the record for tries in a Rugby World Cup. This would be the one that would give her the record outright, taking it from the great Sue Day. Portia Woodman second, her 20th in Rugby World Cups.
And the reserves beds come on and made immediate impact for New Zealand, and this time it's going to be number 16, Luca Connor, with the heavy drive and the score, the first of 2.
Alana Bremner, Chelsea Bremner, the 2 sisters, they don't mind doing some of the dirty work, the tidying up. This time it'll be Alana on the end of the chain, roaming in the wide channels and scoring.
You see the dummy there from Ariana Baylor, and Luca Connor's going to come in, support, and pick the ball up right now with the determination, a good leg drive. She's going to get her double in this match.
Yes, it was given, and so was this one. Roa Demand pulls so many of the strings. The New Zealand captain taking it upon herself to score. We've got 2. Look at that, 1 semi-final lineup confirmed. What a matchup that is going to be. France against New Zealand. And then we've got way more to come in the quarterfinals tomorrow. England, Australia, Canada and USA. Quarterfinals to come on match day 8. It is England, the tournament favourites, taking on Australia, and then the North American battle once again, Canada and the USA. That from Waitakere Stadium in Auckland.